We're started?
Oh, okay. Hi everyone. Welcome to another session of Tequila No Filter. Okay, so today Jaleesa has what have you done? I'm sorry you guys. I've been drinking this Carpaccio. It's like the new Four Loko, honestly. This one bottle. What? Carpaccio.
Okay.
Carpaccio. I speak, English is my native tongue.
Anyway, guys, welcome to Tequila No Filter, right? Happy Memorial Day. We're finally not social distancing anymore.
No, we are still social distancing. I know what she's talking about. Like, practice your social distancing. I don't know, like, we're not even, we're over.
Am I still in the frame? We are not social distancing, but whatever. We're at the cookout today. So today we're going to talk about the cookout. We're just going to talk about food, how we enjoyed our day today in preparation for Memorial Day. Christina, go ahead. You can kick it off.
Okay, well, you guys, since we are out at our friend, she doesn't have tequila, so we are so innovative because, that's how we are. We're that fierce that we're so innovative. We are going to bust out our Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey chocolate.
True.
Now, each one of these chocolate has 9% alcohol in there. So this is basically like 75% of a shot.
Half a shot.
Half a shot? I say 75%. Okay, let's do this shot. Cheers. Chocolate shot. Cheers.
That was a big bite.
Oh, wow. That's strong. So much.
That's a good shot.
I did this for you guys because I don't like chocolate.
True. It's good. So if you guys don't have it, go out and buy it. It's good. That's a big piece of chocolate.
It is. So much chocolate.
So you guys had to watch that. Cool.
I'm going to wash it back with some Carpaccio.
No, that was 13. You don't need no extra.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so today, since it is Memorial Day weekend, we are going to talk about the cookout. Because even though we're supposed to be practicing social distancing, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are not. I know, right? Woo! We're practicing. A lot of you guys are not. You're at the park, you're at somebody's house, and you are at the cookout. So let's talk about the cookout, the black cookout, which is the shit,
right? Meat.
I mean, you have sides too, but it's all about the meat. You got the, you have the barbecue spaghetti. You have your regular spaghetti that you have, but you have the barbecue spaghetti.
True. That's
for the cookout. Right? You gotta put sugar. I feel like black people put sugar in everything. Which is probably why I
sugar in my spaghetti.
You don't like sugar in your spaghetti? You got like just a little, like a dash.
The only sugar that comes from the barbecue sauce, but not an extra.
You gotta put like a dash. I don't know. She's over here making faces. I like sugar in my spaghetti and my grits.
I do not.
But my people are from the South, so.
Ew. I don't even eat grits.
You don't eat grits.
But back to the topic. So first of all, I want to bring up the issue that Christina showed up 2 hours late to our cookout.
Nope.
2 hours. She showed up right before 5. So we were scheduled to be here at 3. And mind you, I admit, I didn't arrive till maybe like 3:15. So I was late, right? And Christina arrives at 4:52.
4:45. Okay?
Literally, we were waiting for her. We were waiting for her to eat. And then, I mean, it was 4 o'clock, and I'm like, man, we should eat.
So isn't that the true purpose of a cookout? You come when you can?
But I'm only saying this because she's the one who planned this kind of cookout, this social gathering.
Like,
how can you be late to your own social gathering? Like, that's another level of CP time. For those that don't know, colored people time.
I don't know. But I feel like who's ever, you have the people. When you go to a cookout, you have your family, you do your prayer, of course. Those are the people on time, that you're on time enough for prayer, to pray over the food. Okay. And then by the time, you have the latecomers. The first comers are on their second plate, but the latecomers are coming, to get their original plate. Then you have the late bloomers who just come to get a to-go plate.
True.
And then they talk.
And they bring their own Tupperware.
They do bring their own Tupperware sometimes.
I got cousins that do that.
And then they expect you to provide the plastic bag.
No offense. I do got cousins that do that.
We do, man. I have like family because we do like, she's been to one of my cookouts. Both of them, even our camera woman tonight, they've been to our cookouts. We do the damn thing. Like we do a cookout with the fish fry at the same time. And we have family that fix their to-go plate before they fix the plate that you're going to eat there, while they sit for an hour and talk to people.
That was me.
What? Oh. Her car's going off.
Yeah.
It's just like, but when you go to a cookout, it's just like, oh my goodness, I love going. It's like, it's summertime. I don't know how long the social distance is going to last, and hopefully it doesn't put a wrench in all of our plans. But you know, you have the
It already
ribs.
has. It already has.
It really has. But you know, you have
Yes,
to
it
hopefully, by the time that the 4th comes around,
True.
we can have that that barbecue with the ribs,
true.
the hot links. It has to be a hot link or in a hot dog. You know, it's not done unless you got a little burnt on one side. If it's just like cooked, no, it has to be a little
That's
burnt
true.
on one
That's
side
true.
to be like a good hot link.
I agree. Back in the day when I used to eat meat, that's what I looked forward to.
Right?
The
It's like I don't
crispiness.
like ribs. It's like, and you can't say, oh my goodness, what are you having? Hot links? No, you're having a hot link. That's what you're having.
Now you sound like from the South.
I know. It's just how you have to say it. Who says, "Oh my goodness, I've had a hot link"? It's like once. What was it? Jaleesa was saying. It was a saying. You don't believe fat meat is greasy. Who says it like that? You know, it's fat meat. You don't believe fat meat greasy? No. Jaleesa's like, you don't believe fat meat is greasy. I'm like, no, Jaleesa. You
No,
can't
it
say
is.
that. Say it and say it like that. Just like Kevin had a hot link, and I have it a little burnt. But no, it's just like what do you have your side? You have your potato salad, your spaghetti, your black people spaghetti.
True.
Oh my goodness. Oh, what else?
I would say for me, cookouts aren't as fun as they used to be because I don't eat meat. I feel like people always kind of have to be like, ooh, what do we feed you? And I'm like that outcast, like, what do we feed you? And I'm like, veggies. or I do like fish. If you can grill some fish with some vegetables and some lemons on the stove with some onions, bam. So that's what you can feed me.
It's like different because my sister is vegan, so we do have to include her. My other sister doesn't eat red meat.
So what did you guys make for her today?
She had Impossible Burgers. We had grilled asparagus. But this is what we had in grill. We had this Impossible Burger, grilled asparagus, vegan baked beans for her, and for everyone else they had turkey. We had turkey hot links. I prefer pork hot links. But we also had
to be healthy.
pork is healthy. Like it's the only animal that hasn't had anything wrong with it. You had mad cow disease. The chickens, I don't know, something was wrong with the chickens.
Wait,
they
so-
had KFC and shit.
Pigs have pus. They roll around in their own shit, basically.
But if you cook that shit, you've cooked all the bacteria from that. All of it. That's why black people don't get as much salmonella, because they deep fry that shit. Jump in, we have a guest.
Okay. Pork is the most unhealthy of the red meats, of all of the meats. Like, pigs literally are like poison that they absorb. It goes into the meat. Like, nothing comes out of a pig. It's all in the meat that you eat. It may be delicious, but it's not healthy
But it's not
at
healthy.
all.
It's like the worst. It's the worst.
And
thing
it's got the
here.
most fat.
It's
All of it. Unless you eat like pork tenderloin, every pig with pork has fat in it. So, like, it's the bad
Makes
meat.
it good.
Don't eat it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Not
it's
for
the
bad
most
for it,
delicious
but-
of the meat, but not healthy.
Yeah.
It will kill you first.
That's true.
I'm the producer,
But they're
guys.
rarely. If they've had callbacks on pork, how many times out of all the other stuff have they had callbacks on pork?
Because pork is literally absorbing its own poison.
It's cool. We just
That's
cook the
true.
poison out. Just cook it out.
That's like saying, like,
I mean,
cook
yeah.
the virus out.
You can't, but you can't cook the virus out. Virus at a certain temperature, viruses start to deconstruct. So,
Is that right?
You know what? We found a hair and a stuffed crust of pizza, and somebody was like, well, if we can survive a 400-degree oven, it's fine. That's exactly what
well, at least you know it's human hair. Just like you burn a rig.
we don't know that.
If it survived, it was more human.
No, I went to a restaurant in California, halal restaurant, and they was doing their grand opening. I had cat hair in my
Cat
what's
hair?
it? Cat hair.
Cat.
Cat. So you know the things is honey. And
So
it's
what
like a
she
crispy
said is that they were
layer.
cooking cat in the kitchen.
No, what I'm saying is the guy that worked there had a cat because he had on his shirt cat hair.
Supposedly.
It was because I asked him. I'm like, I'm eating it. Oh, baklava or something like that. What's it called?
Baklava, I know what you're talking about.
Whatever that dessert is with the honey, the crispy layers, it's so good, right? But I'm eating at this restaurant, grand opening, yada yada yada, right? And there's like a hair, and I'm like looking around at all the like waitress, and I'm like, whose hair is this? And I cannot figure it out. And finally, he comes over, and there's hair on his shirt, and I'm like, is that your hair? He's like, oh, that's my cat's hair, and he brushes it off, and I'm like, wow, that was in my mouth. Thank you. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, so literally you had that shirt on at home, held your cat or whatever, and then came to work at an open bar with cat hair.
Well,
I never went back to that restaurant in Tracy, California.
And that is why also you cannot go to everyone's cookout. We do not know their hygiene regimen.
True. And like a lot of people are selling dinners right now, and I think that's good, right? You know, feed the people, and maybe they have it for some cause, but it's a little scary, right? You know, other people cooking for you, and you don't know like
you don't know their households. It's like,
hey, so just be careful out there, you know, because I mean, if you know them, feel free to go ahead and buy a dinner. You know, support the cause. You know.
I know it's like you just had the cookout, and then on Monday morning you're throwing up. You're like, damn, I've only been to Uncle Larry's house because every black person has an Uncle Larry.
I do. He's more like a cousin Larry.
Well, we have every black person has a Larry in their house. And it's just like, be careful going to, you know, these people's houses. And if you do take a leftover to-go box, put that shit in the microwave and just nuke it off.
Long time.
Long term.
So, in terms of cookouts,
I love them. I don't get the items at cookouts though, like I do Thanksgiving.
I think I overeat sometimes. Like, you just stuff your face with food. It's not a good thing.
It's not, but it's just like you get a to-go plate, you're just like, you have so much, I mean, not a to-go plate, you get a regular plate, you have so much, you're like, but oh my goodness, even though I'm full, I haven't tried dessert.
True.
So like,
which this was our dessert tonight.
It was, and yes, and this, it's like we had dessert, and then we had our antioxidants.
Again, claiming something as good.
I don't know, this has blueberries
okay.
and strawberries.
These are alcohol.
Alcohol is killing all the germs and the viruses in my body that my stomach acids can't get to.
I feel you. Go ahead. Just add what you gotta add.
When have you ever known an alcoholic to get that many colds?
They drank through them, so you wouldn't know that they were sick.
It kills it. It kills it. I'm just saying. That's cool. But let's get cool. I know, like, we have a person, our producer's like trying to do all this side shade, and he won't actually get in the camera. We told him to come, but he's a little shy today, so I'll come in next time.
So that ends our show. Go ahead, comment below with the next topics that you want us to discuss. Don't forget to hashtag tequila no filter, and you'll see us next time.
Yes, get those to-go plates and go take a power nap.